What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be taking a look at Ka-Zar. Let's see what we've got going on. Let's check it out.
I'm being erased, I'm being replaced. Counter-culture, it's in your face. It's fun to pretend that you want it to end. I'd rather be a drinking with my friends. When we go out, you'll never see us again.
As promised, today we'll be taking a look at Ka-Zar. Let's see what we've got going on here. Continuing down the Zabu Build-A-Figure, almost complete, still waiting on cable. We've got Ka-Zar, getting some more Savage Land, right? We've already got Sauron back there. I never had the old school set, the Comic-Con exclusive set, so I'm glad that I'm starting to get this. Can maybe build out a new shelf. That is exciting in of itself. So looking forward to see what we get further down the line, hopefully. All right, so we've got some extra hands, 3 sets altogether. That's cool. You've got the dagger there. You've got the spear. You've got the Zabu Build-A-Figure piece. Flip it to the side. There's a nice comic-inspired image there. There's your larger image. That's good. That's a really good-looking image. You got the dinosaur back there. All right, all right. That's what you need to complete the Build-A-Figure. That's your important information down at the bottom. In a lost world full of prehistoric dinosaurs, Ka-Zar performs heroics as Lord of the Jungle alongside the saber-toothed Zabu. We're almost there. Flip it to that side. There's your image again. Let's get him out of the box. Fresh out of the box, we've got Ka-Zar. This is a good-looking figure. I mean, it is right on point for what it needs to be. Maybe some these teeth in here would have been some good accessories. We've got that like neck piece from Fang that could have been probably reused. So maybe a little bit more in the design, but at the same time, I am a fan of this simple sort of costume for Ka-Zar, right? So a little bit more old school. Nothing wrong with it. I like how this is going to pan out eventually. I mean, I'm not even just the prospects of building out a little display for the Savage Land. I like that. That's the fun part about this collecting thing. So just hope that we actually get them in a fairly reasonable amount of time. I know that's, it's high hopes, but here we are. All right, so you've got your extra hands, you've got your accessories, you've got Ka-Zar. There's Zabu coming together back there, one leg short of being complete. Hopefully by the end of the weekend or beginning of next week, that should be complete, and I'm very much looking forward to that cable. But we are here talking about Ka-Zar. Let's take a closer look. Moving in closer, we can get a good look at the face sculpt. Very nice stoic look on this sculpt. This is one, though, I say it every time, more heads, right? But this is certainly one that probably could have used an expressive face. Depending on how you're going to build out a Savage Land, I mean, he's probably going to be fighting something, you know. I don't know about you. I wouldn't be that calm if I was fighting prehistoric beasts, but here we are. All right, it's a good-looking face sculpt. I will give it that. You've got some wash through the hair. There's not a whole lot going on, right, because he's pretty much not wearing anything but loincloth and some boots here, so they certainly could have put some effort into additional heads or hair coloring, as there is not anything much going on. But what we do have does look pretty good. You've got some good brown boots here, sort of the furry parts. All look pretty decent. Executed, I think, pretty much on point. There's not much that needs to be done, and pretty hard to mess this one up. So let's take a look at some articulation here. Being on the Vulcan buck, we are pretty aware of how this body articulates, but we'll take a look. Moving the head, you can move the head all the way down. It will touch the chest. He will look up. Yeah, you can get the head to look up pretty good angle. You would think you'd be a little bit more limited with the hair, but that's not necessarily the case. Not a whole lot of rock in either direction, but you can move the head all the way around. You are on your butterflies, so, and that looks clean for being like a shirtless dude. All right, so not too bad there. Arm will go up to about there, and then it will go all the way around. Upper bicep cut, of course, and then you are double jointed pinless elbows. Ton of gap there, but it is an action figure, so whatever. Nothing at the forearm, and then you do have your hinge and swivel on all of your wrists. And for your ab crunch, you do have your basic ab crunch with your big gap there and your hip swivel down there. Leg will kick up to about there, back to about there, and you can see it was actually starting to come off already. That's fine. I mean, it'll port right back in there. Upper thigh cut, double jointed, pinless at the knee there. Same issue as the elbow. Color tone is slightly off, but not as bad as we've seen on some other figures. And then you do have your boot cut and your ankle and hinge swivel down there. Gap in the back as well. All good though. How he's going to be posed, you won't see it. For your hands, you do have your grabbing hands. You've got your set of fists. And then you've oddly got your trigger fingers, right? It's been a common complaint for this figure. There are grabbing hands or semi-closed fists that probably could have been used instead of these. These have been a common hand, probably because size-wise they sort of mesh to the body size a little bit better. It's not a big deal, but certainly something to point out. For a height comparison, here he is backed up against what your Madripoor Wolverine and your Pizza Spidey. Just to give you an idea of where he ranges, we already know he's on the Vulcan Buck, so he is going to be your average height for your male Marvel Legends figures. Taller than Wolverine, and actually a little bit taller than Pizza Spidey as well. So good size, good height. Definitely the right body choice for Ka-Zar here. And then another quick comparison. Here he is against most of Zabu. So, hide the leg. You can't tell. It looks good. This is something that's going to look good together. Sauron's going to fit in very nicely with all of this. And then, of course, we'll see where it progresses later down the line. All right, folks. Well, there you have it. There is your Marvel Legends Ka-Zar. This is the second version that we've ever received in the Marvel Legends line. But some would say one that dearly needed an update. So hopefully we continue to get some more Savage Land characters, right? Why start it if you're not going to finish it? But that could be a question as old as this line. You've got most of Zabu coming together. Looking forward to Cable, so please stay tuned for that review. I certainly know that there are a lot of reviews up of these already. Cable has just been slow to trickle in, so I don't think I'm the only one out here still waiting for this dude to show up. So for those of you, I feel your pain. Like this figure, not a whole lot going on, but perfect to the character. I mean, this is exactly what he needed to be. So I don't know that there was much else that really had to be done. Let me know what you think about Ka-Zar down in the comments below. I appreciate you checking out the video. Thanks for listening to the 2 cents. As always, do what you want with that information, but thanks for coming and checking out this video. Of course, you can always find me on any of these socials down here. Most importantly, though, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe below. And until next time, take it easy.